Okay, here we are for page 2 on our study guide for the Unit 2, Part 2 test. And our first problem here is to calculate the perimeter of this shape below. So we know that to calculate perimeter, we want to add all of the sides together. I've got this nice little chart over here, so I'm going to put my numbers down, 4 and 56 hundredths, 5 and 9 tenths, being real careful to line up those decimal points, 12 and 2 tenths, adding some zeros for my placeholders, remembering that this is addition. So 6 plus zeros is 6, 9 and 5 is 14, and 2 more is 16. Bring down my decimal point and carry my 1. 4 and 5 is 9, plus 1 is 10, plus 2 is 12, carry my 1, and my perimeter then is 22 and 66 hundredths feet. Next one is to find the area of the shape below. It's just to show all our work and write our answer on the line. So we know for area, we want to do length times width. So I'm going to take my 7 and 1/10, and I want to multiply that by 3 and 25 hundredths. And I want the 3 and 25 hundredths on the top because it has more digits, and so that'll make my problem shorter. 1 times 5 is 5. 1 times 2 is 2. 1 times 3 is 3. Put down a 0 because I'm moving over a digit. 7 times 5 is 35. Carry my 3. 7 times 2 is 14, and 3 more would give me 17. Carry my 1. 7 times 3 is 21, and 1 is 22. Add that all up. 5, 7, 10, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3 places behind the decimal point, and my answer should be 23 and 75 thousandths. Alrighty. Next one then asks us tells us that the total area of this box, the space inside, is equal to 14 and 6,400 square feet, and the width of the box is 2 and 4 tenths, and we first have to find the length. So we know that area is length times width. So area is equal to length times width. We know that the area is 14 and 6,400 square feet, and we don't know the length, but we know that the width is 2 and 4 tenths. So in order to find the length, we want to isolate this variable. It's being multiplied by the 2 and 4 tenths, so we're going to divide both sides by 2 and 4 tenths. So I'm going to take my 14 and 64 hundredths, and I want to divide that by 2 and 4 tenths. Since I have a decimal number outside in my divisor, I'm going to slide that over one place. So I have to do that in the dividend as well, the number I'm dividing into, so the decimal point comes up right between the 6 and the 4. All right, now I've got to ask myself, how many times does 24 go into 1? Not at all. 14? Not at all. Into 146? That will go 6 times. And 24 times 6 gives me 144. Do my subtraction. 6 minus 4 is 2. Nothing else to subtract there. Bring down my 4. That's nice because 24 goes into 24 once. And we are done. So we know that the length then is 6 and 1/10 feet. Now we have to find the perimeter. So we know that for perimeter, we can go ahead and add these two together and then multiply by 2 to get the total distance around. So I'm going to take 2 and 4 tenths and add 6 and 1/10. 4 plus 1 is 5. Bring down my decimal point. 6 and 2 is 8. So we've got 8 and 5 tenths. Then I'm going to take that 8 and 5 tenths and multiply it by 2 to get the distance all the way around. We've only gone halfway so far. 5 times 2 is 10. Put down my 0. Carry my 1. 8 times 2 is 16, plus 1 is 17. One number behind the decimal point, and so our answer is the perimeter, the distance around is 17 feet. All right, that's page 2. Tune in for page 3 if you need it.